welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my channel if you've never been here. I'm Melissa Markel, and I have a wonderful guest today, and I will let her introduce herself.
Hey everybody, I'm KayJay. I'm from Sitting Beautiful in Wales, and thank you, Alyssa, for having me here today.
Well, thank you for asking me to collab, because I'm really awkward and I'm really bad about asking people to collab with me, but I am so excited to learn more about you. If you don't know, KayJay is one of my new YouTube friends that I met through YouTube, and I've met so many awesome people. Have you met, like, how many people have you met on YouTube that you've like become internet friends with now?
So far, right now, I have maybe 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just kind of click for some reason.
It's so fun. I love meeting new people. I never expected. Did you ever expect that from like going on YouTube?
No, but let's talk about you though. When I first opened your YouTube channel and I saw that you did the collab with that I don't remember her name, but I was watching it. I was like, oh my God, she's so cute. I love Mochana. I was like, I have to keep watching. And I just got connected to it for some reason. That's so, I don't know.
Same with yours. I was like, oh my God, I love it. Yeah, I love your style too. And like just your personality is just awesome.
Thank you.
I love that. All right, let's get into some questions. Sorry, blind girl. I'm like,
it's totally fine.
So tell me about your YouTube channel and, just what your aesthetic is on YouTube.
Well, my YouTube channel is called Sitting Beautiful in Wales. I developed that during the pandemic because I had nothing to do. And this was the first time I had to stay home my entire, I usually leave my house and go out a lot. I hang out a lot. But the fact that I had to stay home for that long was driving me nuts. So my friends told me you gotta start a YouTube channel and stuff like that. So I decided, because most of my story I usually tell you on my Instagram. I usually have clip of video and stuff like that. Why don't you just take that and just put it into a YouTube channel so people can actually see it? So I'm like, yeah, that's probably true. So I just I started doing that. And my channel is basically for people like me who are wheelers. You can be a wheeler, you cannot be a wheeler. It's for everybody. But mostly I focus it on people who are wheelers. And I see a lot of people who are wheelers, they kind of give up on life. They don't actually take care of themselves. You see some of them, they dress up in baggy clothes and get out and stuff like that. So I'm like, you can be in a wheelchair and still look hot. That's what I'm saying. Yes. Yeah. You can still do your makeup, you can still wear them sexy clothes. It don't matter how you look or stuff like that. So that's what my channel is about. And I usually give some advice and tips on stuff like that. And yeah, that's basically what my channel is about.
Okay, and I get called sassy a lot too. You have sass, and I love it. I love the sass on your I love it. I love your just attitude about everything. It's so fun.
Thank you.
Okay, what are some of your favorite hobbies? And do you have any secret talents?
Ooh, I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, do I have a secret? You have me thinking. I was like, what? What do I love? My hobby, well, I'm a girly girl, so I usually like the shopping, go to the movies, having a family time, dining out, which I can do now, which I'm stuck inside. But yes, those are my hobbies. And my secret talent is this is pretty weird. I am my what?
I'm excited.
Okay. My secret talent is I am my own fashion designer. I can I can like take t-shirts and like turn it into something I want to wear and just like put it on and get out. Even though if it's
Yeah.
horrible, like someone see it and be like, yeah, that's horrible. But in my head, I think it's like hot.
I used to have this like little mannequin when I was like 10 and 11, and I would make scarf outfits. I would like fix scarves up different ways.
Yeah,
I would try to wear them, and my family's just like, yeah.
yeah, that's like I don't know. That's just something I not think of. I'm like I'm like a runway model in my head for some reason.
I love it. I feel like you're very fashionable.
Thank you.
Explain a little bit more about your disability, like how it came about, all that fun stuff.
Um, I wasn't born in this country. I was born in Liberia, West Africa. So at the age of 2, I got really sick, and my parent was kind of confused of what was going on with me. Take me to every doctor. Nobody knew what was going on until a doctor from the U.S. came to where we was living, and they told my parent that I had developed post polio, and that is something that's like causes weakness in the legs and some part of the body and stuff like that. And yeah, so from then on, I just been in a wheelchair. Now I can walk. If you see my video, you see like a walker behind there. I use the walker sometimes to move around. I use the wall sometimes to move around, but mostly I'm usually in my wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you use your walker in public? I know this is like a weird question, maybe, but I had hip problems and I used to use my wheelchair like when I went to the malls and stuff. And I always felt like, because I could walk, it was just an awkward, thing
Yeah.
to do. People knew you. So like, do you ever use your walker like in public or, you know,
Well, I used to do that. I used to
yeah,
like I can like walk like maybe what like a block
yeah,
and I get tired, but I cannot do it by myself. I have to have somebody with me. If I try that and I fall,
yeah,
that's it for me. I cannot get up. So
yeah,
I must have somebody with me if I'm gonna use the walker.
yeah.
So, but I basically never use the walker in public because I feel kind of like trapped. I having somebody there to watch me. That's why I don't use the manual wheelchair because it's like, um, why you with me though? I want to do some creepy stuff. I don't want you following me everywhere. So I use my motorized wheelchair to get around and
Like
stuff
you have
like that.
a keeper.
Sorry?
It's like you have a keeper like with you, like even if
Exactly.
you're
Yes. And when I'm with my friend, I talk about boys and stuff like that. I want to talk nasty. I don't want my someone who's like my mom sitting next to me and telling me like, no, you can say that. Don't. No, that's all.
oh my gosh, that's so good. No, with my vision problems, sometimes, it's easier for me to just hold on to my friends, in
Mhm.
public. I've had people before being like, how drunk is she? Like, I'm like, oh no, they're just here
No,
to
I'm
have a
not
play.
drunk.
No, I'm not. I'm just blind. But yeah, yeah, I understand what it's like to have to like have someone like with you. Oh, that's
So
funny.
weird.
This is a good one because I know like I have a difference with this. It's how did you handle your disability, growing up as a child compared to
Mhm.
now? Like how have you grown with it and learned to deal with it?
Well, as a kid, my parents always have me with my sister. So, and they always put me in the school that have able-bodied students. So I never actually thought I was disabled until when I came to the US and I'm in the 6th grade and if you watch my video, there's a video I posted and I talk about how what I did a story time and I talk about when I realized that I was actually disabled. Um when I was in 6th grade and a girl actually said something like, oh, I don't want to sleep next to her because I might catch whatever. And I felt like that's what it like click in my head that dude, you have a disability. You have to accept it. It's
Yeah.
not gonna go away anytime soon. So how do I handle it after that? I was pretty much not accepting my body. That's what it was. Like I want to take a picture because I feel like, oh my God, I have to look at this person. I don't want to see it. I was
Yeah.
super shy. I'm the person who will wear the baggy clothes just to cover up the shape of my body. And when I'm
Yeah.
taking a picture, you just see like my head because that's my head is like my only favorite part of my body. So I just like take a picture of my head and put it out there. But
Mhm.
but as I grow older and become a adult and seeing people on Instagram, Facebook, like me taking picture in their wheelchair and stuff like that, I'm like, girl, what are you hiding? Like you you see her out there, she's like working in her wheelchair. Just show
Yeah.
yourself off. And I just like learn to accept who I am and just
Mhm.
like, okay, if they don't accept it, screw them. I don't care. I just
Yeah.
do what I had to do. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I went through that same like mindset, but I feel like I didn't go through it until like just a few years ago. I started getting like really ashamed because of my height and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend, one of my best friends is like 6 foot, like gorgeous body, and I just started to realize, like I'm not made like her, but like I'm still beautiful.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't take away from my beauty that she's like a model looking girl. So yeah, yeah, I'm glad you realized that because you are gorgeous.
Thank you. You too.
You. Ooh. I I love coming up with questions because I'm like, that's a good question.
Yes.
If you could make a speech to every person in the world about one topic, what would it be?
Acceptance. And just I just feel like they should stop the hatred. Like we should all just love each other and just like stop with all the killing, the judgment, and all of the stuff. Just love each other. If everybody can just come together and just like hug each other, just like be there for each other. That would like be the most important. Like that's what I see it as. Like
Yeah,
no hatred, no killing, no judging. We just love each other.
yeah.
But that was a good
Self-love.
question. Yes, self love. I love that question.
You mentioned earlier, I'm just curious about this because growing up, I didn't want to accept my differences.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew up in America, I grew up in Eastern Kentucky. So I'm wondering if that has to do with why it was hard for me even in high school and as I got older to accept going blind and all of this, and I tried to hide it.
Mm-hmm.
So could you tell a difference from being from Africa and being in America? Can you tell a difference of how disabled people are treated in each country?
Yes. Like in my country, it's like the way they treat people with disability is so wrong. Like if you have a disability, you're not supposed to come out, or if you have a disability, you're not allowed to like to work or
Yeah.
to even do anything. That's why you see most of them are on the street begging for money and stuff like that. And especially for wheelchairs and stuff, it's super hard to get. But here, life is so easy. The way they treat us, even though it's not like 100% fairly, it's not. But
Yeah.
it's something that we actually get, like maybe like 50% of us get to work and the other
Yep.
50% just get to stay home or do whatever.
Yeah.
But we have a little opportunity here than in other countries.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Which is, yeah, there's still a lot of work to do. But like you said, there are more opportunities for us
Yes.
here. And there's almost laws protecting us sometimes
Mm-hmm.
with like discrimination. So yeah, yeah, that's
It's so true.
interesting.
Yes.
Well, because you mentioned in school being talked to like that by a girl in 6th grade, but I didn't know, if anyone said anything to you or if you were too young to remember, from your
Did anyone say anything to me? Well, people say some kids say some slicky stuff like all the time. This kid who was like the biggest bully ever, but I never actually pay attention to it because I felt like they're just talking. But once that incident happened, it literally really like click a light in my head. Like, okay, you're different, stuff like that.
yeah,
And but I did get bullied, so don't we
yeah.
all get bullied? I mean, that's like everybody.
Literally everybody gets bullied at some point in some way for sure. Dating with a disability.
Mm-hmm.
How has that been for you?
Oh my god,
Um,
you! I did a video on that too.
I seen that video. I was like,
Yes, it's been hard, really, really hard. Oh my god, I'm literally on a breakdown from dating. I don't want no date right now. It's so much headache.
men have forced me into that. I'm like, I'm going, okay, I'm taking a break.
It's so much headache. Like no,
Hmm.
I can't do it. It's the fact that I have to like sign up for a dating site and then go and meet people. Like I don't want to go into story time because this is not a story time.
We'll link your video of the dating.
Yes, but this incident where I was talking to an able-bodied guy, and he seems very nice. Um, and we planned to go meet up, and we went to like the movie and stuff like that. He told me to go to he was gonna go to the movie, and I bought 2 tickets. And we at the movies. I'm at the movie waiting, and he comes. This guy is so ugly, but I felt like, oh, I needed a boyfriend, so I'll just stick around, whatever, and stuff like that. And this guy come over and tell me and sees me and goes like, "What am I supposed to do with you?" I'm like, "What?" Like I totally forgot that he was so ugly, but I was like, my feeling just got hurt. And he was like,
Yeah.
"What am I supposed to do with you? You like your vegetables?" And I'm like, I'm sitting there and I'm crying. And he just going on and on to literally insulting me. And then he was like, "How much did you pay for the movie ticket? Let me pay you back." And I'm like, "I don't want your money. Why you paying me back? I don't want your money." And he just walked away. That's some of the stuff I go through with dating sites. And I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. I even try people in like the wheelchairs, but girl, it's the worst headache ever. I can't do it no more. No.
I I and okay, so if you're like me, like you said, you started crying because you're kind of caught off guard when people
Yeah.
say that. But you
Because
just want to
we have a conversation. We have a conversation. Like 2 minutes ago, you just said, "I love you. I see you later." And then now it's like, what am I supposed to do with you? It's like vegetables. I'm like, where
yeah,
did this come from? And I told you I was in a wheelchair. Like, it's not like I hide it or anything like that. So I don't know what he thought it was when I said in the wheelchair. I don't know what he was thinking in
yeah.
his head when I said wheelchair, but
Well, that's just like when I tell people, I'm blind. They're like, "Oh, you wear glasses?" I'm like, "No. Why would I be telling you that?" Like,
there were like 4 details.
it's like I just imagine like a girl that wears glasses like making a huge deal about being blind, and it's like, no, I'm not dramatic. I can't see. I'm just warning you.
That's pretty much it. Like, dude,
Oh gosh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, speechless. So, is there anything before we leave that you want to add in?
this is my last semester and I'm super excited and I'm done with school. Now I'm basically trying to like look for job. I know this is gonna be like the hardest thing to do, but I'm going to try to see if I can find a job. If not, I'll just stick to YouTube and keep making videos. Hopefully, I make it big. And
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. And thank you so much for having me on your channel. I'm so
Thank
happy. Like, you don't understand. I'm starting the new year with you. So, yeah, thank you so much.
I know, I'm so excited we got to do this. And I'm sorry
Yes,
last week didn't work out because Wi-Fi, my amazing Wi-Fi.
I totally understand. You give me more time to get prepared.
Right? I know. I was like, well, some
Yes.
Batman. Well, thank you so much for being here. And go check out our video that we do on KJ's channel.
Hey guys, it's Future Alyssa here. I'm editing this video and realized I forgot to add in a few important things. Go follow Sitting Beautiful in Wheels on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. I will link all of her social media accounts below in the description box. Go follow her, she's amazing. I look a little bit different than I did earlier because I have no makeup on and I am in my PJs. And my eye is so graciously watering. I want you guys to stay wonderful, stay inspired, stay learning, and above all else, stay weird.